Everybody's chat with Nobody Else's Auto, 7:30 Sunday evening, time for some Sunday night live chat. As you can tell, I am not alone tonight. We have a special guest, Austin McCoy, here in the house tonight to hang out with us. We talked about it last week. He showed up. He's here. So you guys can give him a bad time if you feel like it, because he's here ready to take it, right? Hey, that's what we're here for. Got a bunch of you guys on already. Tons of comments here. We had some connectivity issues when I set this up. I'm hoping it does not create any problems tonight. I'm going to try to keep both of us in the shot, and it's a little tricky for me to see comments. So please bear with us on that. Bill Wagaman's here. Buickman's on. Kevin L. ready to go. Kevin Brown. Let's see. Neil's here with us. Dad's here. Alex Kalish is on. Glad you guys all made it and are ready to go. Scott's with us on Facebook, so Facebook is apparently deciding to work again tonight. We've had a couple of fairly good luck weeks with it. Who knows? I'm sure something will go wrong here shortly with it, because that's just the way Facebook's been operating lately. But hey, that's all out of our control. So before we get too deep into anything, as always, a little bit of housekeeping. Autocorrect, please double check your comments before you hit send, just in case autocorrect changed to something weird and we can't make it out. If you're on the Nobody Show Facebook page, I cannot see those comments. This is a shared video from the Nobody Else's Auto Facebook page. So if you want to hang out there and watch, you're perfectly fine. If you want to comment, participate in the auctions, etc., you'll need to be on the Nobody Else's Auto Facebook page or the Nobody Show YouTube channel. Trolls, we do occasionally get some trolls on here. You guys do a great job making sure they know they're not welcome. We've got Pete and Kevin helping us out with some of that as well now. Super chats are always great, and we are unfortunately dealing with ads at this point. YouTube has been pouring on the ads. I've got it set at the lowest setting I can put it at, but that doesn't mean they're not going to do it. Joe's with us on Facebook.
Pete's on.
Do what?
Pete's on.
Pete's on. Dennis Chapman made it. Nate's here with us. John from Texas. So we'll get to the auction stuff here shortly, Bill. That's obviously a big part of what we're going to talk about is the auction stuff. But anyway, now that we're through our housekeeping, we're ready to go. Let's talk to Austin for a second. Austin came in for the auction this weekend, hung out, as well as several others of you did. Nate was here. Brett was here. John Sanderson, Rico, and Jess. I probably even missed a few, but a lot of you guys, I just had a second to say hi. But obviously I was pretty busy. Rico and Jess are here, or Rico's here, and there's somebody else hanging out with him. But Rico's on with us at least. Glad Rico made it.
That's the main point.
Yep, that's the main point. Rico's on. So Alan from Arizona. So a lot of you guys came in. We had a good group. If you did not catch the live, we did a short live Friday night. Alan's with us here on Facebook as well. But obviously I was busy. So we just grabbed a couple of minutes, introduced who was there hanging out on Friday night for a quick live. And Bill Disk made it.
Yep.
Kenny Peterson's here. Dan from Defiance. Like I said, bear with me. I'm trying to catch the comments.
No, I didn't get lost. I just showed up late.
He showed up late for Flatlanders.
Yep.
Hello?
That was bad.
Because I know I didn't hear anybody that had Flatlanders in here in April complain about Flatlanders. So
nope. It was really good.
Billy Bowman's on from Kentucky. So anyway, you're here tonight. You just came in for the auction, wanted to hang out.
Yeah, something to do. And everything going on. I left Friday morning early, got down here the afternoon, and hung out and got here about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Went out to the grounds and looked at all the cars. Super cool cars, super cool memorabilia. Great time. Had great with Rico and Jess and Chad and everybody that went out. It was a pretty good time.
Yep, it always is. Yeah. And that's why we do it, because they are fun events. So, and then, of course, we just went and had Flatlanders last night at the brewery and hung out for a little bit. And then I came back and did a few things last night to start getting ready for tonight, and then had to be back out there again today, be back out there again tomorrow. These things are a ton of work. So there's still all the stuff to finish up this week.
Pete, I don't want to talk about the golf cart. I knew it was going to be brought up. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, we got almost 5 minutes in before they started busting your chops about the golf cart.
Yeah, That's true.
Austin's arm broke in the middle of bidding or something. I don't know. It got weak. He drank too much beer. I don't know, but he forgot to hold it up again.
Yeah, I ran out of money.
So, you thought it was just as cool in person, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was super cool, and I saw the video on YouTube of it running and driving around the yard, and it just I wanted it more after seeing the video, and I'm just like, God, I want this so bad. I thought Jess was going to take it home too because she wanted it just as bad as I did, but we didn't have a trailer, and I ran out of money.
Alex jumped on Facebook. Adam's here with us on Facebook. Glad you guys swung by, stopped by, and hung out for a bit. So, yep, the Austin was unsuccessful at his attempt at the golf cart.
Unfortunately. It would have been cool to strap it to the roof, though.
I don't know how you strap to the roof of what you're driving, but.
Yeah, it might sag a little bit going down the road, but that's okay.
Yep. Jim Petty's on with us. Brian Schultz made it. Glad you guys are here as well. So, anyway. John Sanderson. We saw John yesterday for a bit.
Yeah, yep, I saw John.
So, didn't have much time to chat, but that's the bad part about when my partner and I are trying to keep this show on the road. We get a little tied up. So there's Charles. We didn't even see Charles this weekend. Texted him last night and he was hung up. Ended up having to go out of town yesterday. So
Tractor Mike's on Facebook.
There's Tractor Mike on Facebook. Hello, Tractor Mike. But anyway, overall,
Gray Kitty's actually not in here. Oh
no, Gray Kitty's over sleeping. It's another one. There's a couple other ones, stragglers in here tonight. So. No, we didn't have Chris forgot to grab a webcam, and I didn't have time to run back to town and grab a webcam, so we just roll with the audio because the audio is what is most important for proxy bids. So, yeah, we did have some good cars. We had a good lineup this year, mid-60s on vehicles overall. And we did really well. We sold right at 2/3, which is about what you can expect at any of those events. So, yep, I noticed I didn't see you at the end, John, so I figured you probably had to take off. But overall, we had a good auction. Like I said, if you sell 2/3, that's realistically about what you can expect. Ryan's here with us on Facebook. Hold on, Jim's trying to call. I got to let Mr. Wicks know that we just went live. So, all right. That way he doesn't wonder where I'm at.
Yeah, Pete, the Trans Am did sell after the auction, which was surprising. It was kind of cool.
Yep. We did sell. We got 4 right after the auction. So, yep, we did. Overall, we had a good day. Tell Wicks whatever. That's right, says Tractor Mike. I'm going to screenshot that and send that to him. So for you guys that aren't on Facebook, Mike Strauss, tell Wicks, blah, 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 whatever. All right. Sorry, guys. I just had to take advantage of that opportunity. It was too good.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I know we sold 4. So, there's a lot of that can happen. We're small enough. We got a pretty good idea what's going on after that. So, but we did get 4 right after the auction. We had a pretty good sale overall. The memorabilia was good. The memorabilia sales were good. The prices were good on that. Car prices, I think, were pretty good. There's always, and every time we've done this 8 times now, and every time we've done it, there's always 3 or 4 cars that you just say there's got to be some interest in them, and there just isn't. And then there's some cars that jump up and surprise you, and you have guys all over them. One thing I did definitely notice yesterday that, the earlier stuff is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. There were some pretty nice early cars, like late 40s on back, that there really wasn't hardly any interest in them at all, on the floor or on proxy bid. And I strongly believe we're going to continue to see that as we see this market shifting. However, we did sell a 97 GMC pickup with 170,000 miles on it for 20 grand yesterday. It was nice.
It was nice.
It was slick, but it was a 170,000 mile 97 GMC, and we got 20 grand hammer on the floor. So it definitely things are changing. Yeah, Alex is glad to hear that, because that's what he likes. He can pick up more stuff that he likes at a better deal. But as always, it was a good day, and it's always a good time.
No, we did not.
Nope, it did not. That four-wheel drive GMC did not sell.
I was surprised on that one.
Yeah, and he wanted a lot of money for it. But it is a rare truck. But it's the bad part about that truck, and maybe you could have saw this too, or maybe you disagree, is the thing was all white.
Yeah.
It was almost too much white.
Mm-hmm.
Because GMC's had a white grill.
Yeah.
They didn't have any side moldings on it.
Yeah.
It had white wheels.
Yeah.
It had white bumpers.
Yeah.
I mean, it was white. Everything was
white.
white.
As white can get.
Yes. I mean, it was like white out correction ink white. Yeah. I mean, was it not?
Even like the touch-up paint, you could probably take those one of those erasers that you put with your ink.
Yeah.
Like with those, that's what it kind of looked like. But it was still a good-looking truck.
Yeah. Yeah, it was sharp, but I think that's what held it back. I think it could have brought the money, but it had something to break it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think a little bit of chrome would have helped it tremendously.
Yeah,
but still was pretty cool.
So, let's see what else we got going. John's seeing the same thing with 40s furniture and antiques, just getting too old. Bill Wagaman, yep, Carlisle and Hershey coming up. Mark's here with us. Speaking of, had to get beer. Austin, we need to get you, and we need to make you do something productive.
All I have is water.
Here we go.
Where's the big one?
It's over here.
Oh, there.
You want the big one?
Here, yeah. I'll do all three of them just for Mark. Boom. All three of them. Boom.
And that's a great point, Shane. It is a Buick V6 episode because we're on number 231. Yeah. Hadn't thought of that. Thanks for bringing that up. Ryan, our good friend from Dry Lake Brewing on Facebook. We were just talking about your establishment. We were down there last night enjoying some Flatlanders, so glad Ryan stopped by tonight. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to catch the comments here, so yeah, the cat does agree. Yeah. You're being a pain in the butt.
That's my water. Water over there.
So anyway, you can check out the results on at least the stuff that's sold on the block on proxy bid at feclassiccarauction.com and see the results on proxy bid. If there's anything anybody else has any questions about, throw them up there. We'll sure try to catch them. Yeah, there's a big job. So anyway, somebody said something about a few vehicles earlier. If you want to throw that back up, we'll try to catch those. Episode 455. Holy cow. We got a long ways to go. But anyway, like I said, it's a little tricky seeing around these webcams, guys, so bear with me. But and we always run into this. It's very tight in here, and to get everybody to get both of us in the shot and still be able to see everything is a little bit tricky. So if I'm moving around a lot and kind of you see me wiggling around, that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to catch comments. And then sometimes as they scroll up the screen, sometimes I got to readjust to see some of that if I'm missing something. Yeah, Wick's got our text, so. The Dart, that was Dad's Dart. It did not sell. The 25 Harley did sell on the floor for $24,000.
That was
and that dude was excited.
very.
I mean, that dude was, I mean, I think he came from Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado
He
plates
came
on
for
the
that bike. He was going to buy that bike. I mean, and he was going to own it. I'm glad if there'd have been another guy there with his attitude, it could have been interesting. The old Cadillac, the 49, I assume it did sell. It sold online. I don't remember where it's going to, but it did sell on Proxy Bid.
She's over there.
What's that? What do we see?
Pete said I shouldn't be talking to her.
Oh. So anyway, I didn't, I didn't buy anything. So
Dang it, the screws are up there. Dang it.
yeah, see why I got to keep it screwed to the wall? Yep. That's probably was Austin's only intention. He was going to grab that and run and then hit the road. Yeah. So like I said, I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy any memorabilia. I didn't buy any cars. I didn't buy anything.
You didn't even have a number.
Yeah, I had a number.
Oh, okay.
My sister had it. So.
Well, yeah. What'd she all get?
My sister bought a couple of Pepsi signs, and then we bought. Well, I guess there was a bunch of. Dad bought a bunch of signs, and some of them were ones I wanted, some of them were ones he wanted. But we got to sort some of that stuff out tonight.
Yeah, everybody does one, Heather. That's that's a good statement.
But Dad did get 2 cars yesterday, and he bought one. The first thing he bought, I was actually kind of excited about, and some of you guys might not be quite as excited about it. Yeah, I was definitely. It definitely is. Yeah, I was definitely that busy. Plus, I closed on another shop, so that also makes a difference when you do that the week before the auction.
Where's Tony? Oh, I got a cat.
Nate bought barbecue and beer. Yep, and that's not a bad plan, Nate. I did actually notice Nate near the beer garden. I'm sure that is not shocking to anybody, but I did notice Nate hanging out kind of in the vicinity of the beer garden quite a bit. So looks like you found a new friend, Austin.
Yep, I did. I don't know, my mom and dad are watching, I think, too. And
you better say hi to them.
Hi. And no, I'm not bringing home another cat.
You could have another cat.
Nope.
We're not running short around here,
Nope.
So
I've seen a good probably dozen.
Yeah, there's probably a dozen. Oh, a show at the zoo. Okay, that does make a little more sense, Buick man. Nate admitted he did spend a little bit of time hanging out around the beer garden. So
ow, he bit me.
He bit you?
Yeah, I put him down and turned on and grabbed my leg. Dang it! Fine, I'm definitely not taking you home.
Yep, that's right. That's another one that Dad got. Tractor Mike just put it on Facebook, so we'll get to that here in just a second. Yeah. But the first thing he bought, which I thought was really cool, actually my sister and I were both kind of excited about it. So when we were little kids, we actually had 2. We had a yellow one, and then we got rid of the yellow one, and we had a brown one. We've still got the brown one out at the yard. Your friend came back.
Yes. This one's attached now.
Now he's attached.
Okay, stay there.
And so I was kind of excited that Dad bought this. He bought the little 81 Volkswagen pickup, which are kind of hard to find anymore. So I was kind of excited that he picked that one up. That although the other one he bought was going to sound a lot more exciting probably to you guys, but I was excited about the Volkswagen pickup. I think it's cool. Those things, like I said, we grew up in them. You know, we had them for several years. First the yellow one, then the brown one. So my sister and I are extremely familiar with riding around in those things. So, yep, that's right, Ryan. He got the VW Rabbit pickup.
And it was a diesel, which was freaking cool.
Yes, it is a diesel, Kenny, and Buick man.
And Pete.
Yep. Now we're talking Mark's language. So, but I'm excited about it. I think it's neat. So. But then the other thing, trying to catch up, needs Faded Dry Lake Brewing logos. And that's true, Buick, man. And actually, that was the one problem I remember as a kid with the ones we had. Is I remember 2 or 3 times we basically ran out of fuel because you would fill it and then you would drive it for weeks before you had to put fuel in them because they did get 50 miles to the gallon. You didn't get there very fast. And they ain't very quiet, and they ain't very comfortable, but they would get 45, 50 miles to the gallon, and they just did. So you didn't want to be going uphill in a headwind in one, but they would get 50 miles to the gallon. So there's X-Ray Dean. JP made it.
Okay.
Couple ads starting to pop up already. Yep. Just toss him down. He bites you again.
Yep.
Figures.
Yep.
You're a pain. You are a pain.
This one's pitted.
And the second thing, more ads.
Jeez.
Yeah. I've got it set as on the conservative setting on my end, so that's really about all I can do from my point of view, and it's not giving me a warning to block them. So, but the next one that Dad added to his stable yesterday, 2016 Dodge Challenger Hellcat. So I was really excited about that. They're great cars. I drove that car when the consignor brought it in last week. He told me to go take it and drive it. And I laid into it about half throttle and with the black key. And that thing is crazy fast. So with a set of slicks and the red key and standing on that thing hard, that's great. Yeah, it was Dennis's car, Glenn. So that thing is impressive. That's all I can say. And that was without even standing on it hard. It was impressive. My good buddy Doug Ray's got one that he's done a couple things too, but not really much. And he said you can bolt slicks on his and it'll run high tens. So they're quick. So I was definitely excited about that one as well. So great day for Dad yesterday. We had a lot of fun. Like I said, me, my dad, and my sister all bought some signs. Mom was out there hanging out all day. We had some other family friends out there, and
she can run over our toes, which is pretty good.
Yep, she was zipping all over on her scooter. But so everybody was out there. Everybody had a lot of fun. My whole family was out there. Shayla was out there, and then
Loader Mike was out there too.
Loader Mike was out there. Yep. I forgot. I had him wrote down. I forgot to mention him. So Loader Mike hung out with us all day. And I knew I was going to miss some of you. And there may be a few of you there that I just flat didn't see. But buy an automatic. You need both hands to drive. And there is a lot of truth to that when it comes to a Hellcat. There was a 96 F-250, and it did sell. The 96 F-250 Power Stroke with 22,000 miles. It hammered at 32.5. Well, it doesn't sound like you had a very fun day if you're doing struts on a Ford Explorer, Ryan. So yep, and that truck was slick. There was a ton of interest in that truck. And it was slick, and I actually thought it could have got into the mid-30s, but it stopped at 32.5. The owner was very, very pleased with that, and it went to a new home. So,
heck, so the interior was done too, wasn't it, up in Lincoln?
Yeah, well, it was a conversion truck.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So it was that custom house or whatever in Lincoln did the interior. So it was a factory conversion truck. It was quite a deal. So. Anyway, like I said, overall, we had a great day. We had a ton of fun. The maroon red Pontiac at Dillon's being driven home. Is that the Firebird, Ryan?
I think it's a 79.
Probably that 79 Firebird. Yeah, I bet. So, like I said, this is the 8th time we've done it. We've been doing it since 2016. My partner, Chris Brochure, Jim Brochure with Car Auction and Real Estate. Larned, Kansas, those guys are great. They're great to work with, and we make some cool stuff happen. And we get a lot of good feedback. Of course, not everybody tells you the negatives all the time, but we get a lot of good feedback on what we're doing. A lot of people come out and have a good time, and that's the entire purpose of it. And realistically, that's why we started doing it. After going to a few Meekums and seeing what it actually amounted to, that it was an event as much as an auction. And how much fun you have, Tractor Mike and I have been going for over 10 years to Meekums. and just have a blast. So that's why, working with car auction and real estate already, when they would do appraisals and get into cars and things like that, they were already running it by me, discussing it with me. So I went and sat down with them to come up with this concept. And we've had a great time doing it. I mean, it's a top-notch auction company, and they do a ton of real estate as well. So works out really, really great, and have a lot of fun doing it and working with those guys. So you can always keep an eye on what they've got going on carauction.com. They do a ton of auctions. They end up with a lot of cool stuff. They do have, actually, Alex, they do have an auction coming up clear down in southwest Kansas towards you with a bunch of Model T stuff. So you need to check that one out, Alex. Carauction.com, CARR auction.com. They just put that auction up this week with a bunch of Model T stuff. And it's probably it's at least 2, if not 2.5 hours from me, your direction. So that would not be a terrible drive from for you. It'd be a little bit of a jaunt, but not terrible. So, okay, let me see if I can catch up with things. And then that's another good point, Gary. Even if stuff's too rough, keep it as yard art, absolutely, as opposed to destroying it. Glenn's got an 01 with a 7.3. Buick man's got a 99.5 7.3. So there's Loader Mike. Need more? Yeah, we ran out. We were out of 2XL or XL or 2XL shirts. Whatever Loader Mike needed, we were out of. So Outcast made it. He's already watching the auction with the tees. So, all right. Let's see. Looks like we're getting caught up. And like I said, it was a great time with a ton of good people, and glad so many of you guys made it. Glad you had fun.
Yeah. I got to admit, this was my first auto auction that I've ever been to.
Well, I'm glad you're finally getting out in the world.
Yeah. Sitting in my room doing nothing. My parents can vouch for that one.
So, anyway, looks like we're catching up here. There's Brett. Brett was here yesterday. And anyway, we got a lot of stuff going on tonight. Holy cow, we've been talking for quite a while already. Are you going to come to KC this year?
Yep.
So you're planning on doing Meekum, Kansas City with us this year too?
Yep.
Okay.
It's closer than here.
Yeah, it is closer to you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I figured out that I'm only 3 hours from Rico and Jess. I thought they were farther.
Okay.
I'm closer.
Or from Rico.
Yeah.
We
don't care about the other one.
And Brett even won a raffle prize. Yeah, we give away a bunch of clocks and stuff for raffle prizes.
Yeah, I got the Super Sport clock.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know you won that.
I got that.
My mom actually won too. She won one Friday night and she won one Saturday.
She's like, I never win.
See, that's right, Tractor Mike. Something wrong with this guy.
Yeah. I'm just getting out in the world. I'm only 25, okay?
But hopefully next year, a few more of you guys can make it. I feel bad when you guys come because I don't have a ton of time to spend with everybody. I mean, Nate, I just saw Nate from a distance. And John just had a second to talk to him.
Where's that Model T auction?
It was at Copeland, Kansas. It's down past Dodge City towards Liberal. And I think that's how you come up this way, Alex. So it's down in the southwest corner of the state towards you. John said it was well executed. Definitely be there next year as a seller.
Ooh.
Good. Glad to hear that. I know we've talked about it a little bit, John, and I'm glad you're happy with what you saw on how we run things. Like I said, we try to do a good job, and that's the nice part about working with car auction real estate. Professional operation, good people. They know how to make that thing tick, how to make it work, and great guys. So,
There's Pappy.
Pappy made it. Yep.
Or we're not allowed to say his name no more.
Yeah.
Last week we were allowed to say it.
Yeah. Good point. So anyhow, if you have any other questions, as we're working through about the auction, throw them up at me. One thing I didn't get, I was kind of hoping to get, was one of the Sinclair signs. I did not get one of those. However, 2 friends of mine did buy the 2 signs. A friend of mine about 25 miles from here that has a beautiful sign collection as well. He got one, and then my good friend Doug Ray got one. So at least I know where they went. But I kind of was hoping to get one, but that didn't happen. So. Yeah, that's always a problem, isn't it, Brett? You go to those auctions, you don't have enough money. You never have enough money when you go to those auctions. I ran over my shoelace again.
There's Great Kitty.
There's Great Kitty. Come here, dum-dum. Is this guy all right, Great Kitty?
Come on. You're up here ready to go. Come on. Here. Get up here. Get up here.
There, our good friend Rich is on with us. Yep. Rich Ward on with us on Facebook, our local Napa store owner. There's Great Kitty. Great Kitty. Great Kitty. So, yep, that's right. Rich got stuck working. But I'm glad you got a parts. Or actually, Rich bought me out. I sold my CarQuest store to Rich, who owns the Napa store here. So, yeah, you usually do make it. So, that was kind of weird you not being there. Actually, we've sold a lot of cars for Rich. Rich has had some pretty good luck with us. So, too bad you couldn't make it out this year. But of course, that's the problem with work. Actually, one of our good friends from Oklahoma, Randy, didn't make it up this year because of work. I don't know if this work thing keeps getting them way of screwing off. So, hold her upside down. We might try that one of these days. We should try that. Probably not tonight with Austin here. She's a little nervous anyway with Austin's here. So.
I've got scratched a couple times, but it's okay.
Yeah, those signs were great. Yeah, one brought $3,900, one brought $4,100, plus the buyer's premium. So
and the better one sold for less.
Yeah, they brought the money. There's no doubt about it. Let's see. Like I said, just bear with me as I try to keep up with comments here, guys. A couple more ads. Yeah, good signs are still bringing really good money. There's no doubt about it. So anyway, I guess the next thing we need to share with everybody is Rico brought me a birthday present, and this other person that hangs out with him. But Rico brought me this, and I had zero idea this was coming. This was pretty interesting. My birthday is coming up, so Rico actually had this custom made for me.
Should we tell him how old you're going to be?
No, we don't need to worry about that. That's irrelevant. But here's one problem. Here's the worst part about when I tell you guys my birthday's coming up. My birthday is the same month as Jess's birthday. So you know what that means. We now have to hear it's my birthday month for the next 31 days.
I heard it a good dozen times.
Yeah, just already. And we ain't even started the month yet.
And that was like before Friday.
Yeah, exactly. So, and this is really neat. And Rico had this done. I think his brother did it. Did Rico say his brother did it?
That or his cousin.
Maybe it's, I don't know. Some relation to Rico. Had this deal custom made for me. And like I said, I like the concept. It's pretty interesting. And how many of you guys have remember the old movie? It was a cousin. Okay. Rico's cousin did it. So how many people remember the movie Vacation with Chevy Chase, the original one from the early 80s? That's exactly right, Pete. Thank you. Yes. Jess doesn't overshadow. Jess runs over the chat with, it's my birthday month.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday. Oh, and Jess just had like gum surgery or something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I couldn't even pop her in the mouth.
Yeah, damn it.
She deserved it multiple times, but I couldn't pop her in the mouth because she just had a jaw or gum or a tooth worked on or something. So even though I wanted to pop her in the mouth, I couldn't pop her in the mouth. And she definitely deserved it, just so you know. See?
Yep. I even agree.
See? See? It's not just me. So, anyway, yep, the family truckster, that's exactly what we're talking about. Now, who remembers the movie poster from Vacation with Chevy Chase? Does anybody remember the movie poster from Chevy Chase? Yeah, you might be able to find it on your phone. Does anybody remember that? Leo stopped by tonight. So the movie poster with Chevy Chase from the movie Vacation. Yep, that's right. Poor Aunt Edna. Exactly. So we all remember the movie, but who remembers the movie poster? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, where he's like standing like.
That's great.
So yeah, I don't know. Was he standing on like a mountain or something?
Yeah,
or?
it's like the Grand Canyon that like split apart because there's the car.
Okay, so he's like standing at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, splitting because there's the dog.
Okay,
that's great.
Can you show him that? So who remembers that? You remember the movie poster? Like everybody kind of remember that. At least some of us. There's probably some of us ain't old enough to remember that. But so what Rico had his cousin do was find her a Boston cream pie and give it to her. Ellen says to Anna, move out of that cedar, I'll split your lip. I should have told that to Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember because you're old.
Yeah. So
even your daughter.
Rico takes that concept and gets with his cousin. And he actually had this custom made. And he did. I mean, he did a heck of a job. There's no doubt about it. And this is what they had done for me. So this is pretty cool. So what do you guys think? This is hand done, an original, signed by Rico's cousin. He just did it specifically for me and the nobodies. Where I do not plan on eating any wet sandwiches. That is absolutely true. But here we go. Without further ado, check this out. What do you guys think of this? Is that not amazing work or what?
So much detail on the bottom.
Ton of detail. That's why I'm holding up. Check out the parts, the hot chicks, which, hey, there's nothing wrong with putting hot chicks in a picture. I'm going to argue that a bit. So we'll try to hold this up a little closer so you can look at the parts. You can look at the parts if you'd like. I would prefer to not look at the parts, but that's okay.
Put it next to Heather.
We may have to move some things around or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, obviously Rico's cousin is extremely talented because that is an original piece that he did and did an amazing job. Oh, I am ripped. I am ripped. They actually, this is like an entire upper body shot that Rico had, not just a face shot. So, yeah, that's all like true. Yeah, don't forget it.
John's trying to buy it.
Yeah. See, yeah, this is all, that's, yeah. The whole upper body part here is all accurate. Accurate. This is all accurate. Exactly. That's right. Yeah.
If you say so.
So, but regardless, like I said, he did an amazing job on it and super excited about it. It's pretty cool. And a very special piece, obviously. It's amazing that, Rico thinks enough of what we do here to actually even have the idea to have his cousin do this. And it's pretty cool. We gave it to me framed, all ready to go, so we got to find a place to hang it. He did put shirts on the chicks. That probably wasn't necessary. But other than that, amazing.
Is the wagon even? No. God, there's so much detail.
Oh, I know. The detail is crazy.
Wow.
Yes, that was Christy Brinkley in the red Ferrari, the 308. Actually, that Ferrari was almost identical to the Ferrari that I used to have. I had a red 308 GTSI quattro valve. That one I think was a GTSI. It was a 2-valve injected. Mine was a 4-valve injected, but almost an identical car. But one more time, just check out the detail on the parts. Yeah, we're supposed to be looking at the parts, on the detail on the parts. Yeah. So an amazing piece, a special piece. Huge shout out to Rico and whoever hangs out with him all the time.
Some weirdo.
Yeah, exactly. So Rico and Jess, thanks to them. Great piece. huge shout out to Rico's cousin. If you guys need some caricature work done, you might holler at Rico. I think he's got a guy. Okay, John. At least that's right, John. You're supposed to be looking at the parts. Looking at the parts. So all right. Well, awesome piece. I'm glad you guys like it. It's pretty cool. And even just coming up with the idea, the concept, it's amazing. Rico ain't no slouch himself as an artist. He built the trophy last year for the Gathering of the Nobodies. He is working on and planning. And holy crap, Rico, I forgot to give you the other button. I'll have to you're coming back in 2 weeks. We'll get it then.
Forget it that time.
Yeah. So Rico built the trophy, the furthest distance trophy for last year for the Gathering. He is building a new trophy. I don't know if we're going to do longest distance on it or what we're going to do with it. We're talking about some different ideas. But Rico is doing another custom designed, custom built trophy, and he's got a killer idea for it.
Dude, Big Job said put the artwork on a t-shirt.
Yeah, we could do that cool. Too. But Bill's looking at the trophy right now. Yeah. So, awesome piece. Huge shout out to Rico and Jess, as well as Rico's cousin. He did sign it right down here. Got his signature on it and all. Awesome piece of amazing custom artwork. And huge thanks to them for thinking of me and doing it. So,
did you read Tractor Mike's?
Oh yeah,
They're eating your line.
Yeah, Tractor Mike's comments don't count right now. Can I block that? Ooh, I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna hide it. There we go. Hide it. There, I hit it. Ha! What do you think of that?
Can see it now.
All right. Awesome piece. I don't know if Rico's cousin does take on custom work, but we know he's pretty talented if you need something done. So,
is Addie talking about that wagon with the big block? Is that the one she was talking about?
You're talking about the wagon that's just like the truckster, right, Ed? That one is still there. We've got an early 80s Ford wagon out there that's just like the truckster. Yeah, it's still sitting there up by the fence. It ain't moved.
Photo shoot. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to hide that too.
Oh.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Tractor Mike? Tell me I got a big nose. I'll hide the comment. Yeah, what do you think of that? One more shot at it. We're going to have Austin sit this off the side, and then we need to give some stuff away. So, all right. Oh, that's what he does for a living. Okay, awesome. Well, that answers that question.
That's cool.
If you need something this killer done, obviously Rico's cousin can hook you up. So you want to find a place to sit that so we don't kick it over and break the glass or anything out of it. So he's actually a professional. That's probably why he ain't hanging out here with us, because he's a professional. We're not.
Where to put it without breaking?
Just lean it up in the corner or somewhere so it's. We'll put it away later. So. But anyway, I knew we had a lot to talk about with the auction and going over that. So.
See, I should have got she should have brought the cowboy hat. I could have wore that one.
Yeah, that's true. Jess didn't even bring her hat.
No.
I buy her a hat. She doesn't bring a hat.
No. And I didn't, because that's the tradition. We're supposed to wear hats for the guests, and I didn't bring one.
Yeah. So what's your problem?
A lot.
So anyway, I guess we can start moving our way through the chat. As always, if you guys have more questions about any of the auction or any of the stuff, just throw it up there. We'll get your work in. We need to move forward. We need to give some stuff away. We need to look at a promo model. We need to talk about some badges and emblems. What? What is your problem? Seriously?
Cats.
Yeah. These cats are turning into a problem. But anyway, let's move on to a promo model. Then we got a few badges and emblems that Austin found laying around today. What? Swap meet hat, not an auction hat. Okay. Yes, the cat absolutely wants in on the conversation. Wants more screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are very few of those in that condition, Brett. That's absolutely true. So, anyway, what do we got next? New inventory. Obviously, I didn't pick anything up this week. I didn't have time. Oh, look at that. Seen that coming in from the other side? Boom! Didn't even see that sneaking up on you, did you? That's what Austin's here for. Boom! You don't even see it coming.
Sneaky.
He's sneaky. Just kind of, boom, it's there and it's gone, and you don't even know it. And if you don't drink, it's your own fault because you missed it.
Yeah.
So, she should wear it all the time.
Well, she'll stick on a crowd either way.
She does stick on it. And if she doesn't stick on a crowd, her gums will start flapping, and then she'll definitely stand down a crowd.
She shouts, "It's my birthday month."
Yeah, all the time.
Yep. Even if it's not her birthday month, she says.
Because it isn't, because her birthday's in October, and this was yesterday, which was September 28th.
Yeah.
So not even October yet.
Yeah.
Balin Wire made it. Hey, moron, what are you doing? Decided to jump up in the middle of everything?
He's like, "What's going on over here?
Yeah.
Gonna bite me again if I put you down?"
Can I help you? Well, you're just going to anchor in right there in Austin's lap, aren't you? Okay. Sit there and shut up. Yep, there's a tail. That's all you can see of this one right now. Been wishing Jess happy birthday this January. I know. Yeah. And that's exactly how she wants it. Just roll it the whole year.
Yeah.
Michael stopped by. Michael Gagola here with us on Facebook. Nut Farm, Randall made it. So no, this one wasn't even the gray kitty, Leo.
She's there in the corner.
Yep, she'd been snoozing the whole time. Mm-hmm. So anyway, like I said, obviously I didn't have time to chase cars this week. We started setting up at 9 o'clock Monday morning, and that pretty much takes my whole week out. So, and then we'll take out the first couple days of this week, not counting running back and forth, getting ready to get cars shipped out. So.
You're over here.
What? What is your problem? I'm nuts.
Huh?
You're getting pushy now. Richard's here with us on YouTube. Yes. Here, come here. We'll show everybody who you are. Come here. Yes, here's this one. Calm down, moron. Oh, you don't know what to think. Calm down. You want it up here. No, we're going to put you down. You want it up here. You want it up here so bad. Maybe now you don't want it up here so bad. Yes. Now look up. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. You going to say hi? Look.
What am I doing?
Yeah. Now what are you doing? You want it up here? Well, there you go. Now you're up here. Look up and say hi to everybody. Yes, that's you. That's you. You see yourself on there? Now you don't know what to think.
It's like I'm not amused.
Yes. Here. Okay. Now. Oh, you don't want down. You just want to be right in the middle of everything. There. Yeah. Go sit. Go bother Austin. That's a great plan.
Dang it.
Gray Kitty shorts on YouTube. That's actually a pretty good idea, Dean. I hadn't thought of that. Maybe we should do some Gray Kitty shorts. Good idea. So anyway, yeah, Gray Kitty sidekick. So anyway, let's get back to doing something productive instead of dealing with ding dong. Gray Kitty drawing. Okay. So hopefully I'll get some cars picked up this week. I got to get some cars picked up. I got stuff scattered everywhere. But let's move on to the promo model. Now, got another Chevrolet tonight. Like I told you guys, we're going to have Chevrolets for quite a while. And Austin actually got to see the promo models today. You can't spill the beans.
No.
But what was your overall opinion of all the Chevy promos that Dad and I got a couple weeks ago?
Wow. There's some really cool ones in there that obviously they got promos for every car that was made, but seeing some trucks that was cool.
Yeah.
Seeing the trucks, that was pretty neat. But just all the different, because can I tell them about the 2 trucks?
Don't tell them which ones they are yet.
Okay.
Well, actually, there was only 2 trucks in the video, and they saw the shorts. So.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, everybody knows what the trucks are.
So there's a 69 and there's a 70, and me and my dad do 67 to 72s, and we've always wanted to know what the difference between a 69 and a 70 was. We would never know because they're both the same, and even the promos say are different. The grills are different. On 69s, the grill is all. The inside grill is all one piece. On 70, they're little with lines in the middle. That's
it's
how
like
you tell.
It's separated.
Yeah, that's how you tell the difference between a true 69 and 70.
Yeah,
and that was pretty neat.
So yeah, and we ended up with 31 that day, and we've done what 3 or 4. Yeah. We'll do another one tonight. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming. There was some things that some of it's average stuff, but still, you saw the killer boxes that we got. Our first choices that we grabbed the first time we got choice.
Yeah. There's a pretty good one in there that everybody's gonna love.
I think there's several of them that everybody's gonna love.
That's true.
But tonight we're gonna go to one of the earlier ones I got. I got a couple of them from the early 50s. This one is kind of a more plain one compared to the other one. This one actually is a bank.
Oh, that's cool.
You haven't seen that before? I've got some other ones that have that.
Oh, wow.
To help you save for a rainy day or help you buy your new Chevrolet is on the bottom. I don't know if you guys will be able to make it out or not on these early 50s era promos that were actually a bank. Actually has a key, has a slot, and right up here across the top, I don't doubt you guys will be able to make it out, but that's what this is actually engraved in the metal plate to help you save for a rainy day or help you buy your new Chevrolet on this 1953 Bel Air in Sahara Beige over Saddle Brown. Now, these were not the most highly detailed cars. Obviously, these were a bank, so they couldn't have an interior. So you'll see the windows are just chromed out. This one does have all the trim, like we've talked about before. Condition on these things were amazing on all these promos that they had.
And they were all plastic, no metal?
Yeah, everything we bought was plastic.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about making bumpers and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, they were all made out of plastic. So, original tires, wheels, hubcaps, original axles. And there again, like a lot of these earlier ones, with the colors actually stamped on the roof. These were promotional models. So putting the color right there, when the promo models are sitting in the dealership, you can pick it up, you can look at it. Oh, that's the colors. Color. Right, exactly. And you know which one it is when you sit down with your salesman. So, and the nice thing about this is, like we've talked about, all these promos were in a private collection with some people who were Chevrolet dealers. And warp is extremely minimal on this particular car. Our bank cover's falling off, though. We don't want to lose the bottom of our bank. Don't hear any money, though.
No money.
So, good-looking piece, good condition. They had, I don't know, a half dozen of these early ones, 6 or 8 of them. I don't remember. I bought 2 of them. But pretty good pieces. On the 1953 Bel Air 4-door in Sahara Beige over Saddle Brown. Not the brightest colors of the world, but it's still cool they have all that on there. And it is an actual bank. So cool piece. Great to add that one to the collection. And as I think you can attest to, we got a lot more cool ones coming up.
Yeah, a lot. Sneaky.
Oh, look at that. Boom. Right at you.
Boom. I haven't done this one. A boom.
Oh, he's doubling up on you now.
He's got that one. That's kind of really neat.
Badges and emblems. We were messing around the shop today, and I told Austin, "Here's a box of emblems. Go see if there's anything in there you like to talk about tonight." So he went rummaging through the box, and he came up with a couple. So we're going to talk about these that Austin picked out of the emblem box tonight. I'm not sure why he picked this one out. He is a Chevy guy, and unless it's just because it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would make more sense because it is kind of funny. It is kind of comical. Even though the cars do, kind of have a little bit of a cult following today.
Yeah.
Back in the early 70s, you probably wouldn't want to be driving one. It had they had a reputation for a small detail such as catching on fire in an accident. Yes, Austin decided we should check out a Pinto badge tonight. Yes, an original pop metal Pinto badge from the 70s. Still has the horse on it. And even in the 70s, this is actually a full metal emblem with studs, mounting studs on it, chrome plated. This one does have a few pits in it, but it does still have the horse intact. These also had a red, white, and blue sticker in the middle of the P. That is missing from this Pinto badge. This badge was fairly common use throughout the early to mid 70s. When they started making Pintos, like 71, I think.
Yeah, 71, 72.
Monty from Texas here with us on Facebook, and used this emblem for several years of Pintos, and they sold a ton of them.
Yeah,
yeah. Matt Timmer's dad had that promo. The Pinto emblem's just over 6 inches, about 6 1/4 inches long, on this original metal Pinto emblem from the early to mid 70s.
So he's still in pretty good shape for being from the 70s too.
Yeah. 71 to 80, our local Ford parts guy, Alan, chimes in. Did they use this badge all the way up to 80, Alan? I thought they might have changed the badge on the 78, 79, 80s, but I don't know for sure if they used the same badge or not, but I bet you remember. Matt's got some on his shelf. Jeff likes it. And yeah, you don't see very many of them anymore, John. That's why we talked about they've kind of got a little bit of a cult following. There's people that love them, but they're just a unique little deal. And because of their reputation, a lot of them didn't make it, and people didn't keep them. But there it is, the original Pinto badge from the mid-70s. Addie says that is the correct choice. Addie likes Pintos. The next badge, Austin did actually go to a Chevy for the second badge. Something from the mid to late 60s. Okay, that's what I was thinking, Alan. The later ones did have different badges. That is the earlier emblem, if I remember correctly, Alan. 71 to probably 76 used this badge, I'm guessing. I'll see if I can see. Yeah, it's a D1, so they started this one in 71. So I'm guessing 71 to 76 or 7. Alan probably remembers, but that was the early one. The next badge, special pick by Austin. This is 65, 66, 67 era. Flat windshield. You familiar with those? The flat windshield Chevy vans. This is actually a pretty good badge. Nice condition, very unique. I think it was only used on some of those like mid to late 60s.
Yeah.
They didn't use this badge like up in the 70s.
No, it was the earlier ones, I remember.
Yeah. So this is a pretty nice badge. This is all cast pop metal. This is not plastic or anything. It is just a flat, big emblem, metal studs. So, okay, that is right. Around 76, 77 on the Pinto emblem is what Alan said. It's pretty cool. This is actually kind of a concave. I don't know if you'll be able to see the Chevy where it's kind of concave in there with kind of a flat finish. And then the van part is actually ribbed in there. So this actually was a fairly detailed badge for the day.
60s, yeah.
It is 9 1/4 inches long, so it's a noticeable emblem, and really pretty amazing detail with the flat finish concave here, and then the ridges in the van. There'd have been, obviously the ridged area was black, the Chevy letters was black, the van was chrome. Nice contrast in that emblem, and this mount would have mounted right behind the door, I believe, like on the B pillar is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because there was a pair of them.
Yep.
So it had to be on each side.
Yep.
And I don't think they were on the back. I'm thinking they were B pillar.
Yeah, they got to be by the door.
So a couple of pretty good emblems tonight picked out by Austin out of digging through one of the emblem boxes laying around the shop.
Oh, hey, guess what? Boom.
Oh, didn't see that coming, did you? All right. I didn't get story time ready tonight because, like I said, I got to the shop late last night, kind of roughed out tonight, but did not do story time. Knew we had a ton of stuff to talk about anyway, so wasn't too worried about it for tonight. Richard's got 8 of them, 8 Pinto emblems, or 8 Pintos or 8 Pinto emblems. The Pinto wagons were pretty cool there. I would agree with you there on that. Kenny's digging your emblem picks. And that's going to bring us up to give some stuff away.
Yeah.
You want to give some stuff away?
Yeah.
What if you win? Are you in?
A lot of people are going to be mad. Yeah, I am in.
Okay.
I don't think very much, but yeah, I'm in.
Well, could you grab us the big Buick oil can, sir?
Da, 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 da.
All right, look at that. Big Buick oil can. Who got in this week? Pull out the other packets. Get those out of my way. This week, not very many got in here at the end, which is kind of odd. There's usually several people that jump in at the end. Zach Thompson. No, that's the wrong packet. I grabbed the right packet.
John can't keep up with my drinks, the badges, and just slow down. Hey, guess what? Another one.
Yeah, there he goes. That'll teach you, won't it?
Yep.
All right. Who got in this week? Lee Carr, Tony Napoli, and Alec Blanchett. Those are the only entries this week. So not a very heavy raffle this month. So everybody's got a great shot. And we're going to give away the Texaco Fire Chief Pump Plate, original porcelain, dated 1941. Who's ready? Let me grab my notepad here so I can keep track of all this. So I don't have to go back and try to find out where we gave them away and find out who the winners were.
Yeah.
And if you could, good sir, grab those oil cans here. We're going to give away in just a few seconds. And let's start yanking some names out of the can. Let's shake them up good. Let's spin the can around, do some digging around. We got all these names in here and ready to go. I'm sure a lot of you guys will see some familiar names in those handfuls of names, because most of them are turned around backwards. But they're in there. We're ready to go. We're ready to give some stuff away. All right. For the Fire Chief Pump Plate behind me.
Drum roll, please.
There we go. Austin's giving us a drum roll even. Let's see if we can get down to one name here. I think we got one name. I got one name in my hand. It is Adam Briggs. Briggs Garage.
He's going to be on Facebook, isn't he?
Sometimes back and forth. He was on Facebook earlier tonight. So Adam Briggs on the pump plate. Now we've got 2 original metal Texaco quart cans, one Texaco Haviland, one with the round star on it. Next name gets their choice of can. These are both original metal steel cans, paint, metal. This one does not have a top. This one is full, but this one I believe is a little earlier. So this one's new. This one's a little older. Let's see what everybody thinks next. Adam's excited. He is on Facebook tonight. Even gives a thumbs up for that. All right, Adam's out. Let's get some more names out of here. So we're going to give away 2 more cans, and we're going to do a drawing for some entries into next month. All right, here we go. Adam Briggs is out. So if we yank Adam's name again, we'll pull something different. What do we got? Zach Thompson. Is Whiskey Business on with us? I haven't seen him tonight. I don't know. Let's see. If he's hiding out there, maybe this will at least get his attention.
Yeah.
So I know with he's back east and the scheduling sometimes is a little tricky for him because I know he gets up early and drives. So we'll see if we'll give him a second, see if he's on. But it may be getting a little late for him. So if not, we'll yank another name and let that person pick. So we'll go ahead and get ready with the next one. Shake these things up a bit again. Adam is out and Zach is out. And let's see what we've got next. Got a couple stuck together here.
Fingers crossed one of those might.
Big job.
Nice.
All right, big job. Which one do you want? The blue one for big job. All right. Actually, I'll just mark it here. Okay, and we'll send Zach the red one. And next, let's one more name going to get 10 entries into next month's raffle. You think you're going to like next month's raffle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll show you next month's raffle in a little bit, and hopefully it's here after Austin leaves tonight. But it's too big. I don't think he can get it under his shirt and sneak it out. So I think we got a chance of him not taking it, but he's getting a little excited about it. So $1 a chance, Brett. You can PayPal me, check money order, Western Union, send it PayPal. $1 a chance. Every dollar get you in. $5 get you in 5 times. Unless we draw your name out next, because the next name we draw out is going to get 10 freebies into next month's raffle that Austin's already excited about. So I think he wants some free entries. Let's see who gets them. Obviously, it can't be Adam, Zach, or Big Job because you can only win once. Down to 1. Tony! Tony Napoli's going into the next round. 10 free entries into next month's raffle. So there's our winners tonight. Adam's getting the sign. Zach and Big Job are getting cans. And Tony is getting into the next round, starting off October with the first 10 names into the big Buick oil can for October. And yes, we know October is going to be Jess's birthday month. Yeah. Okay, donate the blue can to the auction and then put that in the Pioneer Village Fund.
Oh,
sounds like a good plan. We can do that, Big Job.
Cool.
We can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
You've been to Pioneer Village
Twice.
because I saw you there.
Once. It was once. Yeah, it was once. Yeah, because I had to deliver some stuff for work and was down there, and I drove by. I'm like, oh, there's Chad. I'm turning around.
So what'd you think of it?
I only had a limited amount of time. I only had about a half hour, 45 minutes, and that wasn't even enough. But I walked through it quick, and holy cow, detail after detail after detail.
It's quite a place, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's cool that they're getting in it and revamping some stuff, cleaning stuff up, and actually working at it, which is pretty neat. And the diner, I saw the diner. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, and they do have the diner leased out now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they've got a barbecue place going into the diner. So we, and if you guys didn't see the video, we did a video on the diner as they were getting it ready. It's a lot of fun working with those guys. Will's got some great ideas. Will's making a lot of things happen. And like you said, you're right. It's great to see some stuff happening because you saw the remnants of some of the stuff that still needed fixed.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. It's a lot better even when you saw it than what it was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So it's tremendously better now.
That's good.
So, but it's a super special place, guys. If you haven't been there, I know some of you guys have made the trip there. Once they get the hotel opened up, I think we absolutely could have a gathering of the nobodies, meet at Pioneer Village and make a weekend out of it.
Oh, I did go a second time, but I didn't go in. I stopped and looked at the hotel. That's what I was looking at.
Oh, okay. Kenny was there when he was 7.
Wow.
So sounds good. We'll do that here in just a little bit, Big Job. But you know what that means.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep. You know what's coming up next, guys. See, they're still in there as of right now.
Anything in there?
Empty. How's it look to you?
Empty.
Empty. Ready for next round.
When are you planning on doing that one? Gonna wait till August 3rd or gonna keep it in the month?
Probably going to have to go to November 3rd.
Yep.
The way it's looking. So we're going to have an extra week on this one, but sometimes that happens.
Worth it.
Yes. Austin's getting a little excited about this next raffle.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty neat.
You put that over there for me? Okay.
The other can?
Do what?
Bonus drawing?
We just dumped everything out.
Oh, duh. See, I'm not all here.
We can do a bonus drawing, but it's going to come up pretty short.
Well, no, it'd be Tony. He'd win. Done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, who's up for another raffle? I assume you guys want to do another raffle. This one was a little weak on entries, but I know there's a lot of things going on. But I assume you guys want to do another raffle. Are we in for another raffle? Up for another raffle? We're ready for another raffle?
I can just pay for that one and just take it
home. I just want
to take it home.
Austin's trying to steal the next raffle prize, guys. We have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
So let's let me regroup here a bit. Let's move these emblems out of the way somewhere. Because you gotta man those emblems.
What emblem? These?
Those emblems, yeah.
Or these? Or what about that one? Boom.
Some of you guys are gonna have a rough morning tomorrow, and it's gonna be his fault.
Yeah.
Waycamp's ready for another raffle. Put that over there for a second. And so we'll announce the new raffle, and then we're gonna probably it's time to auction some stuff, right? Right? Okay. Weigh him in and weigh him out. We might have to because he's getting a little excited about this. So, I guess if you would grab that, we'll show it to him next. Something we haven't done this year. I do keep records of what we do, and see what kind of interest we get, how many entries we sell, to kind of try to monitor what you guys do or don't like. And then also I can look back at my records, and then I can say, I did license plates 7 months ago. We can do some more license plates, or we did a pump plate now, so we don't want to do another porcelain sign for a month or two. That way I can kind of keep track of what I'm doing, month to month, and get stuff that you guys like, and keep you guys interested in what we're doing. So without further ado, this piece you've seen this piece before, probably 6 months ago, a year ago. We sold it on an auction.
Yeah.
Do what?
Yeah, I was thinking almost about a year ago.
Almost about a year ago, you remember seeing it. Yeah. We sold it on an auction. Everybody went bananas, except the person who got 2 bananas, and I have no idea who it was, and didn't pay for it. But what happened is, because it sold on the auction, I took this out. I put it out with, hold on, John, we'll get there. So I put it out with the tote. I got a big tote. You saw the tote.
Yeah.
Where all the auction stuff goes, except for the pickup guys, and they have their own row of boxes. But I got this big plastic tote. Well, this got sat on the floor next to the tote and just kind of got left there and got dirty and dusty. And Austin and I were looking around today thinking, what do you think, Austin? And I said, hey, what about that? He's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And I think he had like a spasm or a brain issue or something. And
that's standard for me.
Yeah. So that kind of helped us make the decision to give away this 1960s era. I believe it's would you agree 1960s?
Yeah, early 60s.
1960s era Structo Vista Dome horse van with turbine power. Original paint. Let's separate these here so we can look at the tractor versus the trailer. The tractor, this is a very modern nose for the early 60s. Ford made a turbine power truck, I believe, back then. GM was experimenting with it. All original windows, all the original plastic still in this. Nose looks in great shape. Still has the turbine emblem across the front. Original tires and wheels. Look at the bottom of this thing. And to really, you guys all right? Everybody's getting a little worked up here. Tractor Mike is finally something
cool.
The hitch actually tilts, and this is what's amazing. Look at that hitch.
Wow. Okay, I didn't notice that. I'm more excited now.
Yeah. Now, look at the hitch. Sure, Tim, go ahead and send your entries in. Where the trailer hooks up, this is original paint. I did not repaint this hitch. This is original paint on the hitch. You never see these trucks because look at the pin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, hold this part up. Look at where this pin, I mean, that's an actual metal pin that is supposed to slide into here. So you know what these things usually look like if they've been played with. So there's the tractor. Now we get to the trailer. It is missing one piece on the trailer. This side still has the original door with Structo sticker on it. This does flop down. It is supposed to have one on this side. It is missing. It does still have Vista Dome horse van stickers on both sides. It has all the plastic in the top. It has the original tires and wheels on the back as well. Bottom side just almost as clean as the top on the trailer as well. So that's what we've got for you guys this month. Unless Austin finds a way to steal it.
I don't know. I wouldn't do that to you. I'll pay my way in.
Hook it back up on the early to mid 60s era. I think you're right. I think it's early 60s. Structo turbine powered Vista Dome horse van. Now, we need to give you an idea on the size. So this unit all hooked up all together. What's that? Got 22 and a half?
Yeah.
Almost 2 feet, 22 and a half inches long on this rig. You okay there, little buddy?
Nope.
Okay. So, how's that for a raffle, guys? Clean one owner, only driven off the ranch twice. That's exactly right, Kenny.
Grandma drove it.
Yeah. I know this fly needs to die. Land.
Not on. Oh.
He landed on the trailer, but I think we got him.
Did fly in the horse trailer.
Yep.
Comes with it.
That's usual. That's common on a horse trailer.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. We'll get some pictures of that up. We'll get it up on the shelf behind us for the raffle during the month of October. Glad you guys like it. We can sit that off to the side.
All right. See you guys next time.
Yeah. And I guess that means it's time to do some auctions. Right, guys? We're ready to do some auctions? So, are you going to participate in the auctions?
Yeah.
Okay,
not money, but it'll be okay.
Then you got to go sit over there where Pete was.
All right.
So, and I actually covered up the auction pile.
I have seen nothing.
He seen it earlier, but then when he left to go back to eat, I shuffled it around, threw some different stuff in, and covered it up. So, PayPal says sent. Awesome, Tim. Let me reshuffle, get some stuff over here, and get rigged up for some auction time.
You need to get the mustard?
No, I hope I'm going to be okay. No problem, Pappy. Glad you can hang out for a while. What do you want, Gray Kitty?
There he is. Is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you going to come say hi? Okay. Gray Kitty wants to say hi. There you go. Say hi. Say hi, Gray Kitty. Hi, Gray Kitty. Yes. What are you doing, Gray Kitty? Invert the child. You want to go inverted? Do you want to go inverted? You do? You want to go inverted? Addie wants us to flip her upside down. We'll see how well that goes. Yes. She doesn't want to go upside down.
I don't like that at all.
You're okay, Gray Kitty. She's not too excited about this. Let go. Let go. You want to let go?
Jeez.
Leave the cat alone. You mind letting go, cat? Come here. What are you doing? Okay. Meow. Yeah, the cat does win, I think. Let go. There. Okay. You want to go inverted? Addie wants to see you go inverted. Ah, she ain't going to go inverted tonight. All right, let's get to some auction stuff. Get cat fur off of me.
Now they're over here by me.
Yeah, now they're all bothering Austin. We've uncovered them. I had them covered up. All right, let's dig. See what we got. Oh. Okay. Let's start digging through some auction stuff. As always, we will hold up an item. We'll talk about that item, or we'll talk about that card. We'll talk about any flaws in the piece. We may give you some dimensions. That's true, JP. No cats were harmed in filming of this episode. That is a great point. They're bothering Austin now, so. Yeah, one just snuck up behind Austin.
They're everywhere.
He went over and sat over by the counter, and one walked right up behind him. I got on his shoulder. So, after we get done talking about things, if it's something you're interested in, go ahead and throw a bid in there so we know that we got some interest in it. After we get done describing it, we'll throw it on the timer, and we'll go 2 minutes. I will tell you when 1 minute has passed. I will tell you when 1:30 has passed. At the 2 minute mark, when I see 200 on my phone, I will announce who I have as the high bidder. No harm came to anyone but Austin. That's probably true.
That's true.
They'll watch him if he's trying to steal the truck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's over here.
Yeah. And at the end of 2 minutes, I will announce who I have as the high bidder. Now, sometimes that is different than what you see. Everybody has a delay. So when I announce the minute 30 is gone, it is time to be coming in with your maximum bid. Some people have a 5-second delay. Some people have a 20-second delay. When you hear me say a minute 30, it may be about over on my end from what I can see. So please bear that in mind as we work through tonight's auction. Tonight will once again all be small stuff. Shipping in the 48 states will be included. If you're a non-U.S. buyer, you are more than welcome to play. However, you will have to get me paid in U.S. funds, as well as you will be responsible for non-U.S. shipping. This thing kind of feeds itself funding-wise. So if we spend a small fortune shipping a couple boxes out of the country, then it's tough to take these proceeds and buy more auction items with it. So that being said, let's go ahead and get rolling. We'll start off with a couple of small pieces tonight, and to kind of get the ball rolling, see what you guys think, and get things started off here. On the first few pieces, I will announce all bids as I see them, so you guys can kind of get an idea for what I'm seeing on my screen versus what you're seeing on your screen as far as delay time. We will sell that can that Big Job just donated back here in a few items, but we want to get things rolling a little bit to kind of see how things are going first, and then we'll get to that. So let's see what we got here to start off with.
We're going to have another episode with that one there. The can that's right in the corner.
What's that?
Where you just put the buggy steps, that box, that can in the corner. We're going to have another episode.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we might.
might.
Austin's spying stuff over here.
I'll face this way.
Yeah. All right, let's start off with the license plate. We do have some amazing plates tonight. We've got some cans. We do have some reruns from August that are now back in there. I don't know if we'll catch them tonight, but there are. I did get the stuff from August that is not paid for is back in. So if you see something pop up tonight or over the next week or two that looks familiar, that's where it came from. So that being said, let's go ahead and get rolling this evening on auctions, starting off with an out-of-state license plate. And kind of amazing to think that this thing comes from the Rust Belt, is 60 plus, almost 70 years old, and after all that time still looks this nice. Yes, from the land of Lincoln, Illinois, 1956. Look at the shine on this thing on a 1956 plate from the Rust Belt. It's a standard size plate, roughly 6 by 12. It is all embossed. We can look at the back, see this is all stamped into the plate. This does have some dents and damage around all the screw holes, and I believe the bottom lip of this was actually maybe folded under at some point in time. Tony, start us off at 10 because it's kind of wrinkled up along the bottom. It has an extra hole here, but the finish on this thing for a 68-year-old plate from the Rust Belt is crazy. Good looking plate. I got Tony at 10, Alan at 10, and now I got Alex at 20. And let's get this thing on the timer. And here we go on the 1956 Land of Lincoln, Illinois plate. Alex at 20 is our high bidder, and we're on the timer. White plate, forest green letters and numbers, good looking piece. Alex at 20. Kind of crazy to think this is 68 years old from the Rust Belt and still looks this good. Michael 24 on Facebook. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left to go. Coming up on the minute 30 mark. And there we are, a minute 30 gone, 30 seconds left to go. Michael at 24 is our high bidder. Alex, 27. Jeff jumping off. Glad you were here, Jeff. As we're coming down to the end of this, Alex at 27. Tony, 28. And that does it. Tony at 28. Alex came back with 30 just a little bit too late. All right. Good start. All right. What do we got next? You got your volume up some?
Very.
Because I hear something echoing over there. So, yeah. We got Austin over there hiding in the corner, but he had just enough volume on and was echoing back on me. Okay. If you asked about buggy steps, I've got a few left, a couple singles, and I think one pair. So let's go ahead and do a single. See what you guys think about this. If there's still some interest in some of these buggy steps, they're really cool. When you think about the age, the history, what they've seen, where they've been, what they've done. This is obviously turn of the last century. So this stuff is, anywhere from, 1900s to the teens, by the 20s, this was gone. So these aren't even 100 years old. These are all probably 120 to 140 years old on these buggy steps. This single's a really cool one. It has a 3-way mount. This does not have a name on the top of it. It does have a circle with a D on the bottom of it. And it is a perfectly square buggy step. Bill Disc, you got to jump off. Glad you were here. On the bottom, it says D, and it has 1986 or a B or something. I don't know. I can't quite make it out on the bottom of this. You guys get some light on it there. So what are you guys thinking on buggy steps? This is a single. So you guys tell me. This one is about a 7-inch drop from the mount to the step. And it has a 3 7/8 by 3.5 step. So anyway, what do you guys think? Is there still some interest in buggy steps? That had a couple of you guys asked about it, so we thought we'd throw a few in. Step up for a shed, yeah, it would do that. Mount it on the back of your new pickup so you can actually get in the back of one of them anymore. So you guys tell me, is there still interest in some of these or not? Because I kind of backed off of them, and a few of you guys asked about them. Nut Farm started us off at 20, so let's go ahead and go with it on the buggy step. Like I said, not sure what this stuff means on the bottom, but when you think about the history, Adam at 5, but I got Nut Farm at 20, Dean at 22. So yeah, some of you guys still like them. They're pretty cool. Michael at 25 on Facebook. Just when you think about the fact that this piece is at minimum probably 110 to 120 years old, could be 140, 150 years old. Crazy to think about. And here it is today. Kevin at 27, we're talking about it on the computer, hanging out on Sunday night. Think about what this thing has been through, what it's seen, where it's been. Nut Farm at 30. Just a lot of history in these things. Like I said, I'm running low. We've got a few singles left and a pair, but just the history and what they've been. And using them today as an ornamental piece, or, possibly, using them as a step somewhere. And that's another point. Imagine hitting your shin on them. Yeah, that's for sure. Michael, 35 on Facebook. Kenny's got an awesome one from us last year. We did have some of our friends bought a set for a 4x4 project they were building. Past the 1 minute mark, coming up on the minute 30. Michael at 35. And there's the minute 30 mark. We've hit the minute 30 mark. 30 seconds left. I'm at Michael Glagola at 35. Marshall Dillon stepped off one of those in Dodge City. That could have happened, Matt. That's totally true. Coming down to the wire, I've got Michael Glagola at 35. Few seconds left. And that does it. We're going to mark this one to Michael Glagola at 35. And that's exactly kind of what I was thinking about, John. Imagine what the original owner would think, that a group of folks sitting around from all over the U.S. talking about it, and the history that these old cast iron pieces encompass. So pretty cool. And that's what's fun about it. To me, that's what's fun about what we do here. I guess since we're up and rolling, everybody kind of sees what's going on, how things are going, how things are rolling. You know what, Alex? You are actually completely right. 200% completely right. There would be a witchcraft trial for all of us if 150 years ago people were saying there's going to be these magical machines where you can talk to people all over the world at the same time, and all these stars are going to align and people are going to hang out and talk about things they like as big groups. Yeah, you're right. We'd be lucky if they had a witchcraft trial for us without just hanging us back then. But that you are 200% correct, Alex. But anyway, courtesy of Big Job. Let's sell this for our friends at Pioneer Village. I'm going to put a big PV right next to this on the auction pad. Austin's starting us off at 10.
Still here.
Yep.
Cats and all.
Yep, they haven't eaten him yet.
Oh, wow.
Nut Farm at 50. Escalating quickly. Yep, no ham radio back then, that's for sure, Brett. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Obviously, you're going to get the can, but whatever you pay is going to go into the Pioneer Village Fund. The new old stock can we just gave out. Big Job said, let's auction it off and put the money in the Pioneer Village Fund. Great idea, Big Job. Alex at 55. I don't know if I've tallied that up lately. Oh, yeah, I did. August 10th. So about 6 weeks ago, we donated 400 last year with the cars that we sponsored. Thanks to Glenn's donations of the toys. And then just like Randall always reminds us, round up a couple bucks with those rounding and the box of toys. We were at 343 as of August 10th, and our renewals don't come up until March. So this obviously is going to put us there. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left to go. As far as continuing our sponsorship of the world's oldest Ford and the second oldest Cadillac in the world, Nut Farm at 75. And continuing our names on those sponsorships. and helping out the Pioneer Village from all of us nobodies. Coming up on the minute 30 mark. There it is, a minute 30 gone, 30 seconds left. Oil's extra, yep. As we're ticking away, Nut Farm at 75. All going to good cause, and you're going to get a cool can because it is new, but I will have to drain the oil. But it is a new old stock metal can. Austin at 100. And that does it. Austin McCoy, the biggest donor tonight. So that's awesome, guys. Obviously, we talk about Pioneer Village here a lot. I try to help them out as much as I can, even though we're a small batch of viewers on YouTube. We're a small but a powerful group, and this is the type of stuff we can do to help. Like I've told you guys before, I remember going there as a kid. When my folks took me there, we took Addie there as a kid. It's a special place with an amazing collection that tells an awesome story. And, hopefully here within the next year or so, we can get something put together and get a trip planned up there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks, Big Job Ford. Thanks for stepping up and doing that. Thanks to Austin for jumping out there and all you guys that participated and bid on this. Obviously, we are now working on more sponsorships officially. We did the Allstate and the Henry J last year. We did the world's oldest Ford and the world's second oldest Cadillac, I believe they were. Those four all say the nobodies on them. And now here we are, not even 6 months after we did that. We have already raised enough money to cover those four. And now we're working on sponsoring more vehicles at the Pioneer Village, all thanks to you guys. So that's awesome. And super excited about it. Austin.
Boom.
Look at that. Here's Austin's can. Austin, stick your head in here real quick with your new can.
Thank you.
And a big donation for Pioneer Village. So that's right. Big job then. You're exactly right. That's why I want to thank everybody that bid and everybody that helped make that happen, because we now are officially, thanks to Glenn's donations, as well as everybody that's rounding up those $3, $5 rounding up on your auction wins, which thanks to the Nut Farm, he's great about reminding us, is making a difference for an amazing museum, and super excited about it. And hoping to get up there again sometime soon. All right. Let's get back to some normal auction stuff. Okay. We got to kind of get regrouped after that. What all do we got? Obviously, my schedule's been pretty screwed up this week. So let's do some digging here. I didn't get a lot of new stuff ready. I got a few new things in here tonight. Let's see. We haven't done any brochures in a while. Let's get a batch of brochures worked in here. I've only got one hubcap tonight because that's one of, like I said, I just didn't get to much. I've got one that I've had in it for a few weeks. We'll squeeze that in. We've got a couple of regular plates and we got a couple of killer plates that we'll try to get worked in. Try to squeeze one or two of these cans in. So yeah, we're still going to get some cool stuff worked in yet tonight. Let's do a batch of brochures for our Mopar fans. We got any Mopar fans on tonight? Especially, oh, good God. This is, even if you don't like Mopars, this is an amazing ad. Holy cow, this is pretty cool. 1969 Chrysler, and here's the brochure. It's like a villa. That's right, big job. Everybody helps make this tick, and we're going to have a better donation because of all of you guys and your generosity. 1969 Imperial. This is the sales brochure for the 1969 Imperial. Okay. That's it. Looks like a French villa. I just opened the cover. And look at this. Look at that's just wow. I don't have a 69 Imperial, but that kind of makes you want one. You know, it kind of makes you think, you know, that you know, Big Louie and the boys, you know, they're rolling up in the Imperial. That's pretty amazing. That almost does kind of make you want a 69 Imperial. I'm sure there's a few more cool pictures in here. Oh, wow. I tell you what, people should buy a 69 Imperial now because of this brochure. And I ain't even kidding. Oh, wow. Look at the two-door. Whoa. Look at this. Right, John? I didn't know I wanted a 69 Imperial either. But I think you should go buy one now. I think everybody should go buy a 69 Imperial. This is just, I mean, we look at a lot of sales brochures on here. And this is, wow, I'm not going to show all the pictures. I'm going to save some of this for the new owner. Because it's, wow. And then to top it off, oh, look at the steering wheel shot. I got to show you this. Leo's got to jump off. Glad you were here, Leo. Then, so they do the whole brochure like this. Then, to top it off, they do the accessories section in black and white.
I might regret selling that one.
This thing is amazing. Woo! Okay, let's check out another one. There's going to be 3 brochures in this batch. The next one is the 1968 Imperial. Wow, if this isn't an interior shot from the 60s, there you go. Look at that. Just nothing but elegance in these Imperials. But the Imperial was the premium car. Alex starting us off at 30. We're not even to the last brochure yet. This is just some amazing stuff. The next batch of brochures I am looking at before I show them to you guys, by the way. Look at that. Ooh, I wonder if there's a Crown Coupe in here. Right here towards the back. There it is. Not a big picture, but look at this Crown Coupe. The premier top-of-the-line two-door hardtop Imperial. The 1968 Crown Coupe. Man, these are cool. One more. Alex starting us off at 30. We're not even to the last one. America's most carefully built car, the 1963 Imperial. Look at this. The 63 Imperial convertible. Yeah, and like I said, I'm gonna save some of the surprises for the new owner. In fact, let's get this on the timer as we're going here. We've got Alex starting at 30. We'll look at a few more pictures as we go. That's right, Balin Wire. They took pride in this stuff. Oh, look at this. Whoo! I don't have any of these Imperials. No, I do not, John. The Imperial LeBaron, the classic town car roof and formal rear window Heighten the elegance of imperial design. Special luxuries are reserved for the LeBaron. Fine walnut inlays, rich leather accents enhance its interior. Power windows, power vents, power seats, power steering, power brake, all provided as standard equipment on the Imperial LeBaron formal sedan. All right, Alex at 30, we are on the timer. We'll save some of the rest of this for our new owner, which might be Alex. We'll see, because we're already 1 minute, almost 1 minute done, and we don't have any other bids. You're getting all three of these amazing brochures. One-shot deal, 1 minute gone, 1 minute left to go. Alex at 30. And we're ticking away. And there's a minute 30 mark. 30 seconds left to go. Alex at 30. Dennis at 40. Talk about knocking it out of the park with your brochures. So that just these things were stunning. Almost ready to wrap this one up. Dennis at 40. And that'll do it. Alex came back at 45 at 201. Oh, so close. That close. Dennis at 40. Yo, yeah. We're going to look at this one more time because this is so amazing. We're going to check this out. They're going to Dennis, but oof. If that's not amazing, amazing shot. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Kind of got off track there a little bit. Kind of got into the brochures a little bit too much. Let's see. How about we sell a set of plates? 3 for on this one. You're going to get 3 plates on this deal. These are the unique D tags, dealer plates. 1970, 144. 1971, 44144. As well as a 1972, 144. Light green, kind of reddish orange and black. Great colors, whole set. 3 of them on a one-shot deal. All 3 of these plates coming to you together. The 70 has a little bit of paint loss. Backside not bad. This is kind of the mint green and white on the 1970 plate. The 1971 plate is in pretty good shape. Not really much paint loss on this at all. Pretty decent shine on it. Backside looks good on it. And the 1972 has a little surface rust on it, but is overall in pretty good shape. Just a little bit of surface rust on the paint on it. Black with the white letters on that particular one. So you're going to get the full set. 70, 71, 72, all 3, one-shot deal. Who's going to start us off on these if I can find a way to somewhat hold them up so you guys can see what we're talking about? Alex at 20. Let me just get the timer going, then I can hold them with the other hand. 3 for, all on one shot. Alex at 20. Adam at 30. I got to look down and see what I want to grab next because I can't shuffle anything while I'm holding all these plates. I don't know about that, John. That was some pretty amazing brochures, though. Adam at 30, all three on a one-shot deal. That's true, all good GTO years. One minute gone, 1 minute left to go. And there's the minute 30 mark, which is really good because my left thumb is starting to cramp. So I'm hoping we can get through this. Adam at 30, you're getting the whole set. They were the same color. So these were the same colors as the standard plates in these years. But obviously with the D, they had the D number on them. But yes, they were the same color as the regular plates. Austin, 35. Coming out of the end, about ready to wrap it up. And that will do it. Austin at 35. Tony had a 40 in there, but it was too late. Maybe we keep loading Austin up with all this stuff. Oh, look what he's doing to you guys when he gets something.
Boom.
You guys better not let him win very much because he's going to come over and do that every time. You'll put those in your pile?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. My hand worked out there. All right, we're wanting a cap. Let's squeeze a cap in here. Just got this one tonight since I didn't have time to get any more ready. Ad's got Tony right at the end. Oh. Adam had a 38 hanging in there too that was late. So you actually got pretty lucky on those. Okay. I guess everybody's gonna have to start shooting a couple seconds earlier. But you guys were wanting a cap. Let's squeeze a cap in here. Now what did you do?
Look at the last comment.
GoFundMe for gas money to get you home?
Pretty much.
This is a great cap. This next cap is really good. It's a great looking cap. I think we've done one of these in the past. This is for our Chevy fans. We got a few Chevy fans out there yet, I assume. This is a late 50s pickup cap, but it's in chrome, and it's an original. Look at this baby. Few dings and dents, few scuffs and scratches, because it's an original cap. Yeah, that is a scratch down there on the bottom. Few dings right on the peak. But, man, this is a great-looking wall hanger. And you can see on the back, this is an original cap. This cap, I think it's half ton. Alex, 25. About 9 3/4 in diameter. Balin wire, 30. So I think it's a half ton. Good looking cap. Not perfect, not high point show quality, but definitely good driver cap, or like a lot of us like it for, a good wall hanger, and it's a good looking one. So let's get this baby on the timer and get rolling on the 57, 58, 59 era Chevy pickup hubcap.
What's the back one? So it's one with the fingers and the wheels, isn't it?
I think so.
I think so.
Or a nail on the wall for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Coming up on the 1 minute mark, I've got baling wire at 30. It would make a good clock, but it's almost too good to cut a hole to drill a hole in. Just past that 1 minute mark, baling wire at 30. Alberto's with us. Coming up on the minute 30 mark. There's a minute 30, 30 seconds left. Baling wire at 30. Yep, Grease Belly Garage here. Michael, 31. Coming on, wrapping up, coming down to the wire. Pete, 36. And that does it. Pete snuck that 36 in there at about 158 and got it done. No time for anybody else to respond, and here they come. Pete at 36. Glad you stopped by Grease Belly Garage. We do a lot of old car stuff on here, so. All right. How about we haven't done a can yet tonight? Let's squeeze a can in here. This is a composite can, but there's no barcode on it. So I'm going to say it's probably 70s. It is new old stock, and I love these. I've got a few of these. This is a pretty good one. We've done some of these, but it's been a long time since we've done one. And personally, I love these cans. Of course, I love airplanes. So that makes a big difference, too, for me personally. But I just think this is a great can. Even though it is a composite, there is no barcode on it, so it's got to be probably mid-70s. It looks great. From the Shell Oil Company, premium Aero Shell oil with the jets on it. I think these are a great-looking quart. We've talked about the composite cans a lot, about whether or not they're going to have a following, but you got to remember the composite cans, if they are not properly stored, will literally fall in and collapse upon themselves. This one is new old stock. I will have to drain it if I ship it. If it's a pickup box, then I won't drain it, but it is brand new. Aeroshell grade 65 SAE 2030. The top still intact, in good condition. Ooh, look at that glare. And more details on the back. No barcoding on this thing. So definitely, this thing's probably 50 years old or coming up on 50 years old and still looks like this with the jet graphics on it. Alex, starting us off at 25. I just think these are great cans. And kind of crazy to think that these composite cans are going to be getting that hard to find. And the graphics on them are still good. And I think they're great. Alex at 25, we're rolling on this one, and let's see what happens. Not for this one, I don't, Michael. Coming up on the 1 minute mark. 1 minute up, 1 minute left to go. Alex at 25, the only bid. Might be Alex, might be our only player on it, but it's a great can. But we've seen that before. If there's a lot of guys thinking something's a $15 or $20 can, and somebody comes out with 25 or 30, they take care of the whole deal. Sometimes it's a good way to get what you want. Minute 30 gone, 30 seconds left to go. We're getting ready to wrap it up. Coming out of the end. And that does it. Alex at 25 knocked everybody out right out of the gate. So we'll put that in Alex's box, and since he picks up, we don't even have to drain it. We haven't squeezed a grease cap in here yet tonight either. We need to do that. And we've done something similar to this one, but I don't know if we've done this exact one. And this one's in pretty decent shape. For one of the, and what's cool about it is when we do these for cars that no longer exist, because there were so many manufacturers back then, getting into some of the odd stuff is really cool. And that's what we've got here with this Hupmobile grease cap. At least I'm pretty sure it's Hupmobile. That H is very similar to the font that they used. And I'm pretty sure this was a Hupmobile grease cap from probably the 20s. Good condition. Obviously, what's really important, Michael started us off at 10, is when you can see the logo. The H is nice and clear on this. This one did have a hex around here to get a hold of it. It is out. Okay, Alex confirmed that it is Hupmobile. We see the hex around here. This actually has an extra ring around it, which I bet that ring probably had some color in it originally that matched the H. Good looking cap. Internal threads, as most of these are. We can actually see where the H is cast into it as well. And it's a good looking piece. It does have a little bit of hickey down here and a few other nicks around the edges and things like that. But overall, pretty darn decent piece. It is about 2 1/8 across the hex part, just to give you an idea, just over 2 inches. And all the way across, it's about 3 3/4 overall on the wide outside diameter. Let's get this thing on the timer. Michael started us off at 10. But I'm pretty sure this is probably more than a $10 grease cap, considering we're looking at something that's over 100 years old in this condition. It's a great piece. So we'll see what happens. Alex, 35. Late 20s. Okay. So right at 100 years old. And more ads popping up. We just started this, so we'll let it roll. We got a little bit of time. Michael Gagola, 37. And there's the 1 minute mark. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left to go. Alex, 40. And there's the minute 30 mark. 30 seconds left to go. Alex at 40. Working our way towards the end on this thing, coming down, ticking away. Alex at 40. Keep an eye over here on Facebook. See if Michael's going to jump back in. We got a few seconds left to go, but I've got Alex at 40 as of right now. Pete, 42. Nut Farm, 45. And that does it. 2 shots. Kevin at 45. Randall with a Nut Farm at 45 at the 200 mark. Holy cow, that got interesting. But that's what makes it fun, guys. Randall with the Nut Farm. Randall with the Nut Farm at 45. Okay. All right, guys. I got something that is super, super, super killer. I have 2 of these. I'm going to sell you one of them. Maybe. I'm not going to sell this for $10, but I don't think it's going to matter because I think when you guys see this thing, I think you're going to flip out just like I did. This is just an amazing plate. Well over 100 years old. Condition is fair. It is original paint, but it is banged up a little bit. I'm kind of hyping this. Yes, I am kind of hyping this up because it's pretty cool. I'm even going to give you a Hudson badge for this one. It's that cool. It is 14 7/8 inches long by 4 7/8 tall. So this thing is almost 15 inches long. It's from the Great North. They're again getting up into the Rust Belt. And when you consider the age of this plate and the condition and the original paint, it's amazing that it survived. I would never sell one of these if I didn't have one. This is a Minnesota plate in original condition. Are the cats eating, Austin? No, I think he's safe.
Nope, I'm over here. I'm guarding the truck. I'm okay.
He's guarding the truck. Okay. For 1918, 19 and 20. This thing is killer. I didn't know they did that either, but there are 3 years on this plate, 18, 19, and 20, Minnesota. It is almost 15 inches long. It has an extra hole here and an extra hole here. It is rough along the bottom. This is original paint. Here's the backside. I don't see any signs that tell me this plate has been restored. Alex starting us off at 50, which is good because if it didn't bring about 50, I didn't want to sell it. So for obvious reasons, it is an amazing piece. I ended up with 2 of them. So this one is here for you guys. But you can see on the back, this is all embossed. This is all stamped in the plate. I'm assuming they did these in 18, which would make this 106 years old, which even though it's banged up a bit, I'm pretty sure I'm probably not going to look this good at 106 years old. But still, just wow. Wow, wow, wow. So here we go. Alex starting us off at 50. Let's get this thing on the timer and let's roll with it, see what you guys think. Once again, just to give you an idea on the size, almost 15 long. It's probably hit more things than Mike Tyson. I bet you're very right. Almost 5 wide. Super cool. Amazing piece of history. I was shocked when I realized I had 2 of them. I couldn't believe I ended up with 2 of them. Great looking piece. Alex at 50. Not sure what's going to happen on this. I don't know if he scared everybody off or if nobody wants to show their hand yet. But I do know one thing. I know we're coming up on the 1 minute mark. Michael's got ads. We got just a few. We're just coming up on a minute, so everything should be cleared out by then. Yeah, you do have to wonder what car it was on. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left to go. Alex had 50 and crickets. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Adam at 55. Minute 30 gone, 30 seconds left to go. Adam Briggs at 55. Let's see what's going to happen. Yeah. Alex at 60. Could be a sniper on this one. We're coming down to the wire. Adam, 62. Adam Briggs at 62. And that did it. Adam Briggs at 62. Michael had a 56 hanging in there, but Briggs Garage got it done at 62. There's a 65. Yep, I figured there was more in there. But I knew that one was going to be fun. All right. Oh, here's something cool. We haven't done a horn button yet tonight, guys. Another one out of our horn button collection. There's no metal trim for this one. This is just the plastic button. But it's a beauty. It's got a little bit of paint loss on it. But I love what they did with this from our friends at the Packard Motor Corporation. This is just the plastic insert out of the button. It is a little over 4 inches in diameter, so it is definitely a statement piece. Our friends at Packard always did a great job with their detail and their ornamentation, and it really stands out in this. Alex will be able to give us the year on this one, I'm sure, right away, because I don't know off the top of my head. But, and I'm going to have to hold this thing up close to the camera so you guys can really, really appreciate what I am seeing in this, being a simple plastic horn button that sat in the middle of the steering wheel, but the detail that went into this thing. So, look at this. Look at all this serration that is all almost like a 3D effect that is all cast into the plastic. There is some slight paint loss in this black area right here. I'm going to hold this up close to each camera. YouTube first, then Facebook. Look at the detail in the crest. We see the swan. We see the knight's head. Just amazing detail in a simple plastic horn button. That also gives you a better idea of the 3D effect in these serrations that are also cast in. Let's give our friends on Facebook a little bit better look at the detail. I hope you guys can make it all out as well. In this crest with the swan, the knight's head. I know it's getting kind of in and out of focus. The serrations, how it creates the 3D effect around it with the chrome and the colors. 48 to 50, says Alex. And he starts us off at 30. Now, as we flip this around, we can see all this detail cast into the back. We can see how this is all cast in here to give it the 3D effect with the coloring. We see the details in the crest. It's a pretty darn cool piece. 48 to 50 era. Few small hairline cracks in it. Great piece for our horn button collectors. Alex at 30 on the timer, and here we go. Coming up on the 1 minute mark. Alex is our only player. I knew Alex would be on this, but I did figure some other guys would dig the detail in this. Yeah, that's probably true, John. Yeah, we'll get a few more plates squeezed in here yet, Michael. I think that's probably, we'll do 1 or 2 more plates and probably wrap it up for tonight. In fact, if you guys are up for it, I got 1 more killer plate if we want to do 1 more killer plate. Minute 30 gone. 30 seconds left to go. Alex at 30 is our only bid. I don't really have much more Chevy stuff tonight. Kevin, 35. Boom. Kevin slid that in there at about 156 and got it done. Nice shooting, Kevin. We'll add that to his box. Alex came back with a 37 too late. Anybody want to do one more really, really cool plate tonight, or we want to save it for next week? How's everybody doing? I tell you what, we'll do some of these Colorado plates from my cousin from Fireball's Garage. And then if you guys want to do one more amazing plate tonight, I've got one more killer plate. Here's some interesting Colorado plates. They don't even have a year on them, but they're kind of interesting. Everybody wants to do, I've actually got a couple of different cool plates here, but we'll squeeze one more of them in tonight. After we do these don't even have a year on them. It's not a set. Let me cut these apart and see what we got here. I thought they're hooked together, so I thought that they were a set, but they are not. So let's see what we got here. Now, I'm not sure what year this is because it doesn't have a year on it, so that's kind of interesting to me. But it's kind of weird because it is a Colorado recreational truck, which is kind of odd. Austin's trying to check it out from over there.
That's cool.
It actually says, well, I assume it's a recreational truck. Maybe it's a receiver truck. I don't know. But I assume it is a recreational truck. So not sure what that means. It's all stamped in the plate. It doesn't have a year on it. It's white on the back, but it does appear to be original paint. It's all embossed into the plate. It's a standard 6x12 plate, but it's weird that there's no year or anything on it. So I wonder if these were like assigned for several years, but it's kind of an odd plate. So let's go ahead and do this one. Then we'll do one more amazing plate tonight, and then we'll probably wrap things up. So, okay, Brett used to have one in his pickup when he lived out there. It is a recreational truck. State truck. Maybe it is some sort of state truck. Maybe that's why it doesn't have a year on it. I don't know. But if Brett had one, then they probably used them regularly. Are you in on this one at 15, Michael, or was that for something else? So, because that was before we had it out here. Off-road and camper use type trucks. Okay. Recreational truck tag from Colorado. Michael is at 15. Let's get this thing going on the Colorado recreational truck plate. Okay, ticking away on this one. One more amazing piece coming up yet tonight that I think you guys are going to flip out on. Michael at 15, so far the only one on our Colorado recreational plate. Would not be a daily driver type situation, okay? 77 to 79 for this color. So 45-year-old plate, great condition. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left to go. Michael at 15. I think they had like temporary moving plates for trailer houses, if I remember correctly. Back when they were really popular and did a lot of them. Adam at 18. Minute 30 gone, 30 seconds left to go. Tony, 22. Few seconds left. We're coming down to the wire. I've got Tony at 22. Austin at 25. Big Job at 25. Austin at 26, and that does it barely, as that was 159 going to 2. And then Big Job came back at 26. Oh, see, you guys knew that was coming, didn't you? Uh-huh.
Boom.
There you go.
Thank
Add
you.
that to your stack. No, it is. It's different. That's for
like
sure.
A reflective yellow.
Is it? I didn't see
Yeah.
it looked reflective.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, we're gonna do something different here. I'm gonna put that plate away because I got this other. I've got two really cool plate deals sitting here, so we're gonna do one more of them tonight. And this is really interesting and really old, and it's kind of cool. We're gonna sell you two super old plates, which usually when it comes to super old ones, we do them one at a time because they're so rare and so hard to find. But these I think need to stay together because it's weird. Going back to 1928, Kansas 1928. This first plate, Kansas, and the counties are different, but this is 226 on this 1928 Kansas plate. I told you I'm selling you two of them. 228s together. This one, 226, 662. These are both average condition plates. Obviously, we've definitely got some paint loss over here. This has some discoloring. But 226 and 662 as a pair, 96 years old, still together. Like I said, this one is definitely the rougher of the two, mainly because of this edge. They are not rusted away. It's got surface rust over here on the, you can see the back a little better. The backs aren't bad, just this one edge over here is nasty. But, like I said, these things are so hard to find, and they usually are, tough to buy. And usually we try to keep them, even these mid-condition ones, because that way some of the people that don't want to spend a ton of money on the nice ones, I don't know what counties these were, but we're going to sell 226 and 662 Kansas 1928 plates as a set. Pretty cool deal. Tony's starting us off at 30. Get my notes caught up here. John's got to jump off. Getting ready to wind things down. Let's get this one going. Tony's starting us off at 30. I don't think we're done anywhere near at 30, but it's a pretty cool set. Thought it'd be pretty neat for these to stay together, be displayed together. They have these 3-digit tags, 226 and 662 from 96 years ago, here together tonight to add to your collection. Rusty Okie stopped by. Glad you made it. And we're ticking away, and it is crickets. Alex, 38. Should be 30, 35 bucks a piece on these things. These things are so hard to find, but it's so cool. I really wanted to keep, when I found them like this in a stack, I was like, these kind of need to hang out together. Alex at 38 at the 1 minute mark. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left to go. Alex at 38 and now nothing. Michael, 50. Dean at 45. Everybody's holding their cards pretty tight on these. Briggs at 40, but I've got Michael at 50. You're getting both of them, the set. Minute 30 gone, 30 seconds left to go. Michael at 50. I think you're right, Kenny. I think there's somebody out there hiding in the weeds with the red dot on. I know we're going to find out here shortly. Michael at 50, but we're ticking away and we're getting close to the end. What's going to happen? That's it. Michael at 50. Tony had a 51 in there, but it was too late. Michael at 50. All right, that was fun. Cool stuff tonight. Had a blast with you guys. And a lot of cool auction stuff. Glad you guys had fun. I know I always do. And a great auction tonight. Let's get some of this stuff picked up here. Get Austin back over out of the corner for a few more minutes as we get ready to wind things down. There goes the hearts. Awesome, guys. I super appreciate that. Sounds good, Mike. Well, if it's tomorrow, make it late, Michael. We've got to start tear down first thing in the morning. So I'm going to be tied up till late in the afternoon trying to get things tore down from the auction. So, anyhow. Oh, slid that in on you, didn't he? Boom. But anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and start winding things down. I kind of figured that we were going to run a little late by the time we talked about the auction, having Austin here, letting him spend a few minutes chatting with you guys. And so I will save the magazine for next week. We'll finish up that August 1955 Hot Rod and get back onto a regular schedule. But when Austin said he wanted to come to the auction, wanted to do the show, like I've always told you guys, when it works out, it's great having some of you in here. And it's a lot of fun. Obviously, we did a lot of great things tonight. Had a fun time with the raffle. Hopefully, Austin doesn't steal the truck for next month's raffle on his way out tonight. I'll have to make sure he's not clanking as he's heading out the door.
No, I got cans and plates I already take home.
Oh, so that's why you bought the cans and plates so you can bang those around as you're rolling the truck up in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
thanks, Pete.
Glad lots of great comments about tonight's auction. It was a lot of fun. We had some cool stuff. You guys had a lot of great participation. And like I said, it's been a big weekend for me. It'll still be another day or two before I get somewhat back on a normal schedule. But, the auction essentially takes about 10 days out of my world. And that's just what happens. But to do it right, and we want to do it right, that's what it takes sometimes. So. With that, we'll go ahead and start wrapping things up. Yeah, no kidding. I thought you guys were going to find Janet. She ain't here yet.
I ain't better.
And but anyway, you guys are what make this what it is. Thanks to Austin for being here tonight, coming to town for the auction, hanging out. It was great seeing all the rest of you viewers that were there, and there may have been a few that I missed, but still glad you guys made it to the auction. We had a lot of fun. And that's right, Michael. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But when we can make it work, it's always fun to have one of you guys stop by and hang out for a bit. So that being said, what else you got, Austin?
Nothing. I'm going to the hotel and I'm crashing.
You got to be on the road early in the morning.
Yeah, I got to leave about 6. I got to go. I got deliveries and stuff in the morning and the afternoon. And boss is already texting me. I got to get going. I'm like, all right. I know he doesn't mean it, but it is what it is.
Well, with that, we'll let Austin get back to the hotel. We'll wind up episode number 231, which is insane to me. You guys are great. Just look what, Rico and that other person that hangs out with him had made for me.
Some weirdo.
Yeah, weirdo is right. It's awesome. Thanks to you guys for your support. Even big job winning a raffle prize, donating it right back to Pioneer Village. We have now exceeded our $400 to readopt the same vehicles from last year, and we're working on more, which is awesome. And that's all thanks to you guys and your support for making that happen. Austin buying the can, it's all great.
I didn't buy the can. My dad did.
Oh, your dad bought the can.
He texted me right as I was putting the $100 bid in there. He's like, you bid $100, and boom. So that's all thanks to him.
Okay, so thanks to Austin's dad. So, but there again, has he been there?
No, actually he's not. I wanted to take him out there, and he's like, yeah, we'll go out there one time. So we'll have to go out there.
Well, that's amazing. So huge shout out to Austin's dad for jumping in and stepping up and helping out with that donation. It makes me feel good that we can do that because, like we've talked about, you guys know what that place is. That place is special to me and it's special to a lot of people. And even these little things that we can do are going to help. So that being said, we'll go ahead and wind this thing up. We will plan on Toy Tuesday again. Hopefully by Tuesday, things will start falling back into place for me and being a little more normal. It won't be completely caught up, but it hopefully we'll be getting close. We'll jump on and do some stuff Tuesday. Need to get a ton of new content shot. Austin saw the van today.
That van is freaking cool.
I keep promising you guys we're going to show you one of the most amazing vans ever. Austin got to see it firsthand. I told him to prepare himself, and I still don't think he was prepared.
No, I stopped in my tracks, and I'm like, holy cow.
So we've got to get that. We've got to get that content. We got a lot of content we need to get up. So we'll be feeding you some new inventory content this week.
Even the wagon. That wagon is pretty neat.
Yeah, we got to get the big block Kingswood 9-passenger wagon video shot. So lots of stuff going on. Let me see what else we need to do in comments. Just a lot of great comments about your support and being here. And as always, I definitely appreciate that. The Johnny Carson comments are amazing. Okay, Kevin L is back on doing class teaching on Tuesday nights, so he can't be there. That's all right. We get through it. We appreciate your help though, Kevin, as well as everybody's support and being here and making this what it is. Austin, thanks for coming by tonight. Thanks for coming to the auction. Glad you had a good time, and glad it worked out.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do it because like I told you, I look back you can look back on YouTube and see when you can subscribe to somebody, and it's going to be a year in November that I've been here. So
coming up right on a year and been a very active member as with all you guys. And that's what makes this such a special group. So with that, anything else you want to say?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and wrap up number 231, as crazy as that is to say. We'll see some of you Tuesday night on Toy Tuesday. We'll get some more new content out this week. And we sure hope you're Ed Jr. now.
Yes, I'm Ed Jr. All right.
Hit the thumbs up. Give me the like button. I appreciate that. That's awesome, guys. We sure hope to see you right back here. Same bat time, same bat channel next Sunday night for some more Sunday Night Live chat. Thanks for watching and have a great week, everybody.
See you guys.